Oggi negli studi di EMA Web TV.
Today at EMA Web TV Studios, we have Mr. Alex Donzelli, the president of Assoidrotec. Welcome. First question, how is this trade fair going? The Hydrotech showcase is doing very well, and EMA is becoming a reference trade fair for irrigation systems, and this is our goal, has been our goal for many years, and we finally see the results. Thank you. You've been mentioning irrigation and water. Let's talk about a hot issue, drought and climate change. Your industry is very much affected by that. Climate change is showing that we need to change our approach. The way manufacturers approach the market and the way farmers have to use irrigation. It's not a matter of irrigating less, but irrigating better. How can we do that? Not so much by implementing mechanical changes on the machines, systems and implements, as to introduce technology into the irrigation system. Today, thanks to IoT, we can do many interesting things. With IoT, we can establish a communication between the different installations and components in the irrigation system. And therefore, the irrigation system can communicate with the surrounding environment. This communication with the surrounding environment makes irrigation more precise and targeted by communicating with a weather station on the field or receiving GPS data, recording changes in temperature and soil humidity, air humidity. So the machine, the installation, the system can adjust performance accordingly based on the conditions detected in that very moment. And this means savings, water savings. Another important aspect, I have to say that over the years we've been talking about efficiency, meaning water savings. This is a fundamental driver which is still valid today. But alongside that, we have another, an equally important driver as a result of climate change, which is efficiency and efficacy, because of course we need to save water, but we need to provide crops with the necessary water for that crop to grow and flourish. So this is a qualitative approach. Of course it is. Let's say that in water treatment chain we must all play a role. The farmers have to use modern irrigation practices supported by technology, which is good in terms of efficacy and efficiency. The manufacturers have to be committed to supplying farmers with the right tools for the two drivers to be met. And then the legislators, both in Italy and in Europe, to provide the best or necessary conditions for the irrigation systems to operate in the best possible way. Some areas, the irrigation systems are quite obsolete. In England, they have lower rainfall than Italy. In Italy, 38% of rainfall is lost. It's lost because our infrastructure is obsolete or because sometimes irrigation practices are no longer able to keep up with the climate change. Well, we're seeing a considerable commitment to that, and I think it's a commitment for the future. Is that right? Of course it is. If we look at the mega trends, climate change cannot be reversed. In fact, in Europe, and not only Europe, we'll have to consider different crops and different growing conditions. Latitudes will change, so we need to get together and implement the necessary technology to cope with the climate change. So together we're stronger. Thank you very much for joining us today and wish you a successful showcase. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the organizers and everyone for the great job.